This video is going to break down moving average crossovers when trading. So you'll see I have a short-term chart of Apple up, a 5-minute chart intraday, and you'll see I have lines and indicators on this chart, and I'm going to show you what those indicators are. If you go over here to studies, I'm using the Thinkorswim platform. You'll see I have EMAs or exponential moving average lines as well as simple moving average lines. So you'll see my 9 EMA is the blue line and my 20 EMA is the red line. So the colors right here. So the 9 and the 20 right here, EMA lines. And then I have the pink line right there, or this one right here, this purple or pink line. That's the 50 SMA or simple moving average line. And this white lineish up here is the 200 SMA. Now, it's important to remember that with moving average lines, with any indicator other than price action, they are lagging indicators, so they're not foolproof. Price action is the only real immediate term indicator to look at. So they're used for guides, moving average lines, right? So they show important support and resistance levels. So even though moving average lines are not foolproof, it's very important to be aware of those crossovers. So when the lines cross either up or down, you want to be aware of possible reversals in trend. Not every crossover matters, but depending on where price is, where it is relative to support and resistance, and momentum either bullish or bearish, that can determine a trend reversal. So again, I'll show you here under studies, exponential moving average lines or EMAs. Those are shorter term momentum average lines, and then simple moving average lines are more of the longer term, right? So the 9 and the 20 EMA are very popular short term or momentum moving average lines, and then the 50 and the 200. Also, the 100 is popular as well, but the 50 and the 200 simple moving average lines, those are really popular for the bigger, kind of overall moving average lines. So I break those down for you because when you zoom in on charts, you'll see this black area here. This is live market hours, and the gray area is pre-market. Or aftermarket. Just pay attention to those 4 color lines. We'll look at the 9 and the 20 first of all, the shorter term moving average lines, and pay attention to these crossovers. So you'll see kind of this is the first probably hour of the day or half hour of the day. See how the moving average lines are trading sideways, and then you'll see the 9 crosses below the 20. So the blue line crosses below that red line, and you'll see price is bearish. So you see when price is below these moving average lines, it's bearish. When it's above it, it's bullish. And then you got to be aware of, is there other, so what you could see right over here, I'll show you this in a second. See how it's bearish all the way down here, very clean. And then you get a crossover over here, and then it turns bullish. But if you have other moving average lines or resistance levels in the way, it doesn't mean it's a clear window. So if price, if these moving average lines, you see how the more they start to separate, it gets, price is really kind of bearish. Same thing on the other side with bullish momentum. When these moving average lines start to separate and price clears all these moving average lines, then you have a bullish window. So I'll show you a few different examples on this chart, but whatever I'm showing you on Apple, this correlates to any stock, so any symbol that you pull up. When you look at these moving average lines, you'll see these dotted lines right here. I have our VWAP, and then I also have previous close line when you see the yellow ones going across. So just pay attention, see these crossovers, the 9 and the 20. It's a very, big separation there. Then you have price coming up right here, and you can see this crossover here right below those green dots, which is VWAP. So you'll see crossovers happen near that equilibrium level, both bullish and bearish. So that's something to be aware of too. Where is price in correlation to VWAP? So you'll see right over here, see this moving average crossover right here, the 9s over the 20. And you see these yellow kind of lines across here, that's previous close. Now you have a red to green move, when price goes green. So you see as price is starting to broach it, it's getting nearer to that 200 SMA right over here. And you see price is kind of touching it, comes back down, and then it goes red to green. But you see how this separation like this, how the moving average lines are kind of wide like this, that's really bullish momentum. And as price gets above there, you'll see this is a nice clear trend where price is riding above the 9 and the 20. And then you see, this went on for pretty much the whole day. Then you see the moving average lines kind of go sideways, and you'll see price action go sideways, and then you'll start to see a cross to the bearish side, and then it kind of goes and it trades sideways after market. So now I'll bring your attention here to the simple moving average lines. You'll see I have an hourly chart of Apple up. You see how that white line is cutting right through that pink line right over here? That means the 200 SMA, it's crossing over that 50 SMA, and you'll see how price right there, very pivotal point as I zoom in there, hitting resistance, and now it goes bearish, right? So you'll see right over here, where was the 9 and the 20 cross, so that was the shorter term moving average line reversing to the downside, and then you have the bigger simple moving average lines crossing down over here, kind of confirming that it's a bigger overall reversal to the downside. So you'll see price, see how it really just, it gravitates to those moving average lines, and a lot of times really important reversals happen near those crossover areas or near the moving average lines. So again, moving average lines, they're not foolproof, but they show very important support and resistance levels. So, kind of like with MACD crossover as well, it's not going to give you a perfect reversal on the timing of it, but be aware of it. It's helpful overall, and just knowing overall support and resistance levels. You have to know price action, candlesticks, patterns. That's really the most important thing to learn, is price action. So if you need more help with price action, candlesticks, patterns, make sure that you take our courses and download our candlesticks ebook.